So Mike, tell us what you're doing in Denver.
Yes, we came here to Denver to talk at the Ignite.
We're going to start off with Jeremy. Come on.
Thanks, Nicole. I talk to agents all over the country, and I show them one of their market updates, one of their videos, and people say, who the hell is that, and how the hell can I get in my market? And they provide it to us every single week on their Facebook pages. Agent Ignite, if you're not part of that group, get on there. But it's absolutely next level. And I'm talking to people that do hundreds of deals a year and showing them that one clip, and there's nothing like it. My business partner, Mike, good friend of mine, sitting at NBT. If you didn't get there this next year. He's like, what's going on? Absolutely next level. Renee Rodriguez, just earlier this week, talked about a flashlight, okay? And a flashlight's just kind of a normal tool, kind of outdated, right? We all have them on our phones and all that stuff. And so what he was saying is that everything's normal in this room right now. Boom, okay? Not much effect here, right? Sorry if I shined it in your eyes. The truth is, as agents, we've been shining this light in the daylight. Everything we do works for the last 2.5 years, right? Lots of clients, interest rates are low, it's great content, great to talk about, you attract people. Okay, on the seller side, we're doing the same thing. But what happens when the lights go out? Pretend these windows weren't here, pretend I made you do the old school thing like when I taught to throw your phones in the bucket and kind of go from there. Okay, then all of a sudden I turn the light on and I have influence, I have power, I can help people. We're here to win, we're here to pick each other up. So if you need to realign yourself with people that are a little bit brighter, absolutely do so. Because it's time to make that move in your real estate business. I'm gonna bring Lewi Gault up here, absolutely changed my business because of his leadership, his organization, and super excited for his story.
I'll give you a quick story here and then I'll bring Mike up. 2020, when lockdown hit, when Denver shut down, I was on a team who were spending $25,000 a month on Zillow. I was a big part of that, probably spent about $5,000 a month myself every month. And the phone stopped ringing when things shut down. And it was like, well, what are we gonna do now? So I knew I had to pivot and kind of figure out what to do now. So about a week or two later, I got invited onto a mastermind. And the guy who was speaking was talking about how he started as a brand new agent and in 2 years became the top agent in his city just using this device here, Instagram, YouTube video. So the next day, we got on a call and I thought he was going to give me the spiel about, you know, you have to post 4 times a week and 3 stories every day and these are the hashtags you used to use and all that nonsense. But when I got on the call, what he said to me was, I don't know who you are through all this content and I can't tell what you do or what you stand for or anything like that. And I was like, okay, hold on. I went in the kitchen, I said to my wife, I'm like, this guy says he doesn't know who I am and I'm just talking nonsense. And she was like, yeah, he's right. And I was like, okay, all right. So after a few more conversations with Mike, we decided that, you know, video and to get my story out was definitely the best way forward. So that's why I committed to. And, you know, when I start doing it, and if you do video in here, if you put yourself in front of the camera, you'll know that it's actually pretty terrifying to do when you first start out. All your insecurities start coming out because it's really you on there. And you know, the first thing is like hearing your own voice. And for me, you might be able to tell that I'm not from here. So hearing your own voice, you're like, oh my God, this is brutal. And like for me, it's something like I can't go more than 2 days. I've lived here for 14 years. I can't go more than 2 days than someone being like, oh, where's your accent from? And it's just like, it's one of those things that just comes up all the time. So I'm gonna bring up Mike here, who, you know, I'm honored to call business partner, even more blessed to call one of my best friends. So Mike Sherrard, everyone.
All right, let's get this party started. Let's go. So guys, I'm really excited about this. I'm gonna talk to you guys about how to properly leverage video, but I'm gonna put a bit of a different spin on this. So this is a brand new presentation. There's gonna be some things, if you guys went to NBT, that you'll see. What I'm gonna do, guys, is I wanna make sure that I show you how to develop the #1 skill. I wanna make sure that you have the ability to leverage the greatest opportunity in real estate right now, and I'm gonna prove why that is. I'm gonna give you the blueprint of how to actually attract clients for free, like many agents in my group are doing, and how to make it all easy. So, as we start to go through this, the final questions I have for you guys, who here, and just be honest with yourselves, who's scared to get on camera? Thank you for being honest. Okay, who considers themselves a perfectionist? Okay, who's hesitant of what others might think of your videos? Yeah, it's real, right? We all get that. Who's actually tried video but gave up? All right, cool. So I'm gonna show you guys how to get over your fears at the end of this as well. We're gonna start diving straight in with the tactical. I wanna start with why YouTube is a necessity right now. Why it's not a nice to have, but it's a must to have. All you're trying to do here is tell YouTube, here's what my video is about, so they know who to serve it to. Right? Make it very easy on the platform. And then the description, do not make this some pretty sexy listing description. Like, make this literal, flooded with keywords. People probably don't even think I understand the English language when they read my descriptions, because I don't care how it sounds. I just want to outrank everyone, right? To give you two contrasting examples, because mine was obviously kind of realtor focused, this is an example of John. This is something that a lot of people are doing in Denver, getting great results with, right? Pros and cons of living in Denver, costs of living in Denver, reasons to move to Denver, why people are leaving Denver, things like that. And you'll see here, he took a very similar approach. If you want to use a cute little puppy in your thumbnail, it doesn't hurt, because people like puppies. So get cute. Where's Jim Hund with his cat? There we go, Jim. So Jim's got a cat that he uses in his videos. So the 4 key components of the YouTube algorithm is watch time, post-launch velocity, click-through rate, and returning viewers. So in terms of watch time, I'm gonna get into that in a second here. For post-launch velocity, that's how many people are watching your content within the first 24 hours. So the best thing that you guys can do, I know there's a lot of experienced agents in here, is to leverage your database, right? If you can create content catered towards nurturing your database, it's not only gonna be a much more value-driven approach to reach out to your clients and show, not just tell, that you're doing things differently, but also when you send it to your database, you might have 50, 500, 5,000 people, then that's gonna get way more views than if you just upload it and hope to God people see it. Don't be so hard on yourself, guys. Like, we're always our harshest critic, right? Like, people always ask me, like, Mike, you know, when people write rude comments or whatever, like, what do you think of being judged or whatever, because you've got a purple Lambo or some shit? And I'm like, dude, number one, I've never been made fun of by anybody that's more successful than me. Get outside of your own head, stop being so hard here, cut yourself a break, and just say, hey, I gotta get started. It's gonna be something new, it's gonna be difficult, it's gonna be rocky for the first little bit, but I'm here, I'm starting. And once you start, just don't stop. This stuff is really powerful, guys. I want to see you guys change your lives. I want to see you change your businesses. So thank you, guys.
Where do we go from here? Don't let it rule you. Everything's gonna be all right.